said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Funk. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Eaton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
The RPO, it's complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody
turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Herrera. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Quick toss. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what...
Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Fung. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. News, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Eaton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's caught. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Trojans have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running to the left. He's in open space downfield. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, when you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll leave it with him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out. It's Herrera. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score.
There he goes. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. finds his big tight end. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Extending the play. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Unloads quickly. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
And they'll just down it right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for a crease to the left. Past the first down marker and still running. Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Oh, they're after him. Throwing on the run. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle. It's Lawrence. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. LSU trying to convert a 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. Fires into the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Eaton. Oh, he just handled it. Oh, he's got some space. Defense has it, they're on the move. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Power ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Keeps looking downfield. At the 35, he's got room. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lawrence. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get into play immediately.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Running into the open space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And how nice has it been to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the 1st down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. He shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, company.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Corral by the kicking team.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
The give to the lone running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they...
Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Fung. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree.
There he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That's a first down for the offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. After that last one, they're staring at a second and long first down marker just short of the goal line. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lawrence. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Good timing on the quick out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Under fire. He's going to take off. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Man, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Off the RPO, complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
USC 16.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Fung. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score! Touchdown, Trojans! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
LSU 57. USC 20.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. gets it past the marker. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he makes the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.